That's right. All right. We are now officially live with the super middleweight boxing prospect on the rise.
Super
And he
middleweight,
is
like
on his way. The Nigerian born.
get it.
Gotta say that. Bola,
What's up? What's going on? How you doing?
What's good, man? So we tried to do the interview before you went to Nigeria. So kind of before we get that far, let's go to the beginning for those the people out there that might not know you or might be meeting you for the first time. Let's inform them. How did you even fall in love with boxing in the first place?
How I fell in love with boxing was since I was a child. I always used to like play fighting with my cousins and whatnot. Uh, funnily though, I never really liked fighting outside. Even though I did get in a lot of fights, I didn't like doing it because I never lost a street fight. I've always won, and usually it would be people that are older than me that I would be fighting because they would try to pick on me, and then I would feel bad because they feel bad because someone smaller than them, younger than them, beat them up. So I didn't really like doing that, but I did like play fighting a lot. So it was just a natural thing for me to start boxing, even though I did start late. I think I started when I was 25, 26 years old because I was doing other sports before. I was a professional bodybuilder in the natural league before I started boxing, and I won every show in that. There was not enough challenge for that. I needed more challenge, so I was like, "What can I do that I like and that I may be good at?" And I thought about boxing, and funnily, a friend had contacted me uh, around that time, around the time of my last show, bodybuilding show. And he
Right.
said, "Hey, why don't you get into boxing?" And this is a friend I don't really talk to. I haven't talked to him since high school, 10 years.
Right.
And so it was like a divine intervention when that happened. So I'm like, oh, okay. That means I got to run with it. Let's go. So
Right.
then that's how it started.
Okay. So is there some like champions like from Nigeria that you used to look up to, or any champion like you would watch the sport and be like, this is the guy I like that mostly I idolize or remind me a lot of myself, or just gave you the inspiration to wanna to go and get to that level?
Although there are a lot of good or great ex champions in Nigeria or from Nigeria, it wasn't really them that I found inspiration in. It was really
Okay.
the likes of Muhammad Ali, a great
Okay.
showman, Floyd Mayweather, a great showman, also a great skills person. He has a tremendous amount of skills. People like that I really looked up and saw, okay, yeah, I like them. I could see myself in them and them in me. So those are the two main people, probably.
Okay, so like when you came over here, and a lot of the times, like in mostly in the Midwest, a lot of times when you're starting out and you're fighting and you're basically doing a lot on your own, um, most of them have to have other jobs. I remember Carl Davis, he was security and bodyguard down at the nightclubs, and Carl was working with Nate and everything. And it's like everybody has to do like have a side job almost, and you can't do boxing 100%. Are you like, I know you was a bodyguard before, but have you are you gotten to the point now where you could just do boxing 100%?
Yeah, so boxing is 100% my job, especially
Okay.
if I envision myself going where I'm headed to. It has to be 100% my job. I can't be half 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I can't do that. I need it to be 100% focused on boxing. So yes, right now, currently, I am 100% focused on boxing. I'm not doing anything else. I have done bodyguard or security before and whatnot.
Right.
Also, I am a professional actor, so I've done that
Okay.
and been in shows and movies and Hollywood productions. So I'm grateful that I do have the ability to focus 100% on boxing.
Okay. So are you currently training with Nate Jones now, or is that your main trainer? Him and Kev down at the gym, or is there like other trainers you have that's been helping you along the way to get to this
Yeah,
level where you're at now?
yeah. So I'm training with Nate Jones and Jeff Mason. Jeff Mason is another Chicago fighter that went 12-0 as a professional. So I'm training with both of them in Chicago right now. And there's a couple of other coaches that help me out, that give me tips and whatnot. So that's the situation right now with the coach. Hector Bermudez, he's down in Springfield, Massachusetts, and he has fight up and coming fighters, and he's worked with um, Carlos Gongora. He's working with Carlos Gongora and a few other fighters that are pretty nice. So he helps out.
Okay, that's what's up. Because I see that you just did something that's very rare. You when you now we could talk about the Nigeria trip. You went over to Nigeria and came back with the belt. Explain that process. And I'm just like, how did you even take that being like you would be an underdog, the lack of basically the experience where you're going against seasoned fighters and you come back with the belt. That's normal. That don't normally happen. A lot of people that don't know boxing, that doesn't normally happen. You don't go over there and like just come back with the belt like that so quick. Can you explain that and like the process into that and what made you just say, I'm gonna go get this belt?
Yeah, so I went to Nigeria, and it was a great experience. But going to Nigeria, I just I knew that there was a title, the African Boxing Union title, which is affiliated with the WBC. So it's really a de facto WBC Africa Continental title. So
Right.
I'm me being Nigerian, being African. I'm thinking, okay, what next can I do? Because I do really want the support or the support. I do want to inspire my Nigeria of Africa. The uh,
All right, you
music
kind of break it up a little bit.
is if fine.
All right, hold on. You kind of break it up a little bit. You kind of freezing. I don't know if this is my end or your end, but on my end, it think it's working. Let me see. All right. Can you? All right. Hold on a sec. Can you see? Can you see me? Say something, Bola.
Yeah,
I think your audio is breaking up a little bit.
breaking up
Yeah.
to go back to.
Okay. Can you sit back? Maybe if you sit back some, I don't know. Okay. The audio is seem to be cut out right now. You can log out and log back in and see if that helps. Okay. While he doing that and getting ready. Oh yeah. So how y'all like the interview so far? Yeah, that's why we do it live. So the people get to see it. Well, no, 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 no. He got power. I've seen his fight. Oh no, he got power without a doubt. Very authoritative jab. Believe me. In the amateurs, he stopped like 10 of the 12 people he didn't play fought TKO. Like they couldn't even contend. The ones who made it to the cards survived. And we're talking like 3-round fights. Wait till you come up here. This man he didn't even do a 6 or 8 rounder. He went straight to a 12-round fight already. He's like 5-0. What are you talking about? Oh man, come on. I know fighters who have the potential to go there, but you got to have the will first. If you don't have the will to do it, then you're not going to accomplish anything that you want. You got to have a desire. You got to have that fire. If you don't have the fire, you won't be able to what they call excel and get to that next level. There's been plenty of fighters that's had all the skill sets, talent, and everything. They just didn't have that fire to get them to the next level. They just be like, yeah, whatever, I'm out. He want to make it. Like, y'all don't see how this dude works. A lot of you don't really understand boxing mostly, but you got to understand. You got to put that work in. You got to have that fire. You got to have that drive. If you don't have the drive, you're not going to excel or get to that next level. So the work is part of it, but you got to have that will. All right, let's see.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm
there
back.
we go. We back.
Yes, sir. Sorry about
So
that.
let's touch on that going to Nigeria.
Yeah, so going to Nigeria, I was thinking about how I can get more in tune with my people in Africa and give them inspiration and be the people's champ, in other words. So there's an ABU title, which is a de facto WBC Africa Continental title. They're affiliated with each other since
Okay.
1973. So I decided that I wanted to go and fight for that title. And to do that, I had to go face the current ABU champion, which was his name was Gade Akbar. He was 11-1, and he was from Nigeria. So I had to go to
Yeah.
Nigeria to
He's
have that.
a skilled fighter. He's seasoned.
Yeah,
Even at
exactly.
11-1, he's seasoned.
Yeah, exactly. So I went out there and I decided that it was time, and I believe in myself. So the reason why I had the ability to go out there is because I believe in myself. Um, Without that, I wouldn't have went out there and took that risk. Because to be honest, it's a big risk going to a
Yeah,
foreign
that's a
land.
huge
Well, it's
risk.
foreign, but I'm I'm kind of looked at like as an outsider because I live in America. I'm different. I speak differently and all that. He's a home fighter, homegrown fighter. So me going
Yeah.
over there, I had to really be on my P's and Q's and dominate. Because if it wasn't for that, they would have given it to him. So yeah, that's how that happened.
Yeah, I know. You should have won unanimously, but you had one judge, call it a draw.
Right.
Yeah, that's the African Boxing
But
Union,
the
man.
other judges, they got it right.
All right, they want to look out for their home guy, man. But yeah, that was tough. But that's what I was just telling them about. You have to. There's been plenty of fighters that had the natural ability, skill. They worked in the gym. They just didn't have the fire. They didn't have the desire to get there. And I was saying, you do. Like you have a desire. Like, no, I'm ready now. In 2 years, you're already moving up the ladder faster than a lot of these fighters that's been fighting 6 years, 7 years, 8 years. In 2 years span, you're already on a track to basically challenge some of the top tier fighters in the PBC, or because the PBC mostly have a lot of the fighters in your division. They have a lot of fighters in your division, and you're in a Very. That's super middleweight area right there. You could really make some noise there because then you can go to super light. You could go to 75, 68. Do you feel more comfortable at 68 at that super middleweight? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me at all? Uh-oh, I think we froze up again. Okay, he's gonna come out and come back in. What's up, Cam? Well, the natural, yeah, well, the natural outlook of things are always going to be not what they appear to be with the optics. So the whole division is hot right now. You got Caleb Plant there. You have Andre Durrell still at that area. You got Billy Joe Saunders there. It's a lot of fighters there that he could fight almost immediately and really give them problems, huge problems. Because one, most of them wouldn't be able to deal with his power. So you're naturally talking about a fighter that can disrupt you, and his youth, his athleticism, his will. You're gonna have to beat him in order to win that fight. You're just not gonna walk through him, and he's only gonna improve down the road. Now, I'm quite sure they're gonna be like, all right, slow down a little bit. Let's kind of build. I know how Nate get down. They gonna want to take things a little slower. But a fighter knows when he's ready, so you can't tell a fighter like when they're ready. When a fighter says, no, I'm ready. I want to do it. You just gotta roll with him. You gotta say, hey, we gotta roll. We gotta go now. He wanna do it. It's time. I'm with that. That ain't about money. It's about legacy. The money will be there. The money will be there. But you want to make sure everything's done the right way. See, that's the thing. You want to make sure because he's taking all the risk because it's really his career. So if he feels like he wants to do it, then you let a fighter go. Oh, they paid me off, huh? See, I get him to beat up Gil. Nah, Bola finna be champion. We don't do that. We gonna be that. Yeah.
What happened?
All right, there you go. We back.
Yeah, yeah, it should be fine now. It should be fine now.
All right. No, I was talking about the 168 division. I was saying like PBC mostly have a lot of the fighters in that division, but I was saying that you got like Caleb Plant, you got Darrell there, you have Billy Joe Saunders, Canelo's still the top of that division. I'm like, do you feel like that's the proper division for you, or do you want to go to 75? I know you could make both. You could do either or, but right now, do you feel like 168 super middle is like that's where I need to. That's where I can make my mark first and get on the board where everybody's paying attention. Do you think that's your target right now?
Well, either or, honestly, I could do 175 or 168, like you mentioned. Uh, I've been campaigning. Well, I've had two fights at 168, but the other three have been at 175. This last title was at 175. 168, yes, there's a lot of people there that I can go and fight that are top names that have recognition, that have the name, and that have the skills. 68 it's a good weight class for me, but 175 is where I'm at right now. That's where I'm campaigning at. If it makes sense, if there's a fight at 168 that I'll be like that is worth it to go down and fight, yes, I'll take that fight. But 168 is a I'm big for 175. I am big for 175. So 168, I'm God. You feel me? So yeah, 168. Be aware, and be aware because I'm coming. I'm through like a thief in the night.
See, I think they look at you and they see the power, but they don't really. I think what throws them off is your speed, and they didn't expect you to be so fast
Yeah.
and strong at the same time because they see your size and they think, okay, he's slow. He might be slow punches and you come out with like a lightning quick jab, like zip, and it's like, whoa. Like, okay, hold on. All right, we gotta adjust to his speed. So it's taking them off balance because they don't know how to really gauge you. But I told them before, it's your will. Like you have a will, like you're gonna have to beat me in order to, and no matter how more advanced, skilled, and experienced they have, you're able to outwill them as well as use your natural God-given abilities and boxing skills. So I know your advisor is Tony Simpson, who's his son's undefeated too, Sean Simpson, and he's like gave Sean advice, and Nate's been training him all these years, so he's been around the game for a while. What is some of the ideas he has for you for like upcoming fights?
Yeah, so he wants me, of course, to focus on the near future, get more fights under my belt to gain the experience. We're thinking about having a few fights in Mexico. We already have some lined up. I believe in March, where I would be the main card in Mexico. So right now, we're just taking it step by step. And within this month, next 2 months, February, we'll have a few more fights. We're looking at 2 to 3 more fights. So we're still working on it. As you know, we're not signed with a promoter right now. So we're still going through, we're making things happen on our own
Right.
and on our own accord. So,
Okay. Well, I'm gonna ask some questions, take some questions here from the people in the chat. They talking about Demetrius Andrade versus Bola. Demetrius Andrade. Okay. Well, how do you feel you will match up against Demetrius Andrade?
well,
Demetrius Andre. He calls himself Andre. So.
Andrade, yeah. Well, he's a fellow African, and like my boy Canelo, I don't fight fellow Africans. Like he don't. Yeah,
Oh man.
but no,
Okay. Let me
he's
see.
a good
They
fighter.
had another one in here, another
Uh,
name.
he's a great fighter. Andrade's a great fighter. I think that would make a very interesting fight. I've worked with Andrade before, and the work was good.
Okay.
It was great work.
All
Yeah.
right. They said keep that same energy with better beef.
Oh
All
yeah,
right.
man. We want better BF, man. Better BF. He's very mechanical. He's good though. Better BF. I mean, obviously he has 18 wins, 18 knockouts. He's very good, and I like him. I like the guy. But like we say, skills pay the bills, and he has
Yep.
experience. But I'll be too confusing for him. And I have power. It's not just power that I have. I have the skills to beat him too, and I can outbox him. That's for sure. There's not. I've never sparred anyone that has been able to outbox me, and that's 100%. I've sparred many people, and I've sparred in many places. Um,
Okay.
so
That's what it is. Now, who is this? Modern King Boxes said, "I can't believe you can't best Billy Joe Saunders." Okay, all right, Billy Joe is tough. All right, we'll see. We'll
you
get
said
there.
Billy Joe Saunders.
Yeah, Billy.
Ain't that the dude that the Canelo broke his eye?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna break his other eye and his elbow. Better stay away from me. He better stay away. And I'll take that fight now. He's very basic. What Canelo did to him, I'm going to hurt the guy. And would he even take that fight? A lot of these people, I don't think they'll take the fight.
All right. That's what I'm saying. They say go to Top Rank and beat up Balinga.
Damn, why you call him Bite Longa? Hey, you know they say that's a New York thing. I ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying it because everyone that's biting people from New York. You got Tyson biting people. You got Bite Longa biting people. It's something in the water in New York. So, oh, I want that. I want Bite Longa. I do want him, or Chow Longa. I do want him. I want to fight him. That'll be a fight I want now, like yesterday, for real. He had a not a too good of a showing against the last guy from some Spanish country, and I was like, oh yeah, this guy he's not what they thought he was. But
Right.
bringing the Puerto Rican crowd and whatnot, so that's why they're putting a lot of energy behind him.
Yep. What did he say? He's like, that's a typo. I mean to say you can beat Billy Joe.
Damn. Okay. I like you too, Modern King Boxing, MKB. Let's get it.
Yeah. What Mufasa said, take out Fundora. Fundora, I
Man, I
remember.
ain't look. What's his? Hey man, he's an apprentice. Not apprentice. A praying mantis. I said apprentice. Hey man, he's not my weight class. I will fight him, but he's not my weight class. He's like 154. That's like 3 weight classes down, and I am
Yep.
not making no 154. That's for sure.
Yep. That's definitely not going. I'll be like, if you just make the weight, you'll be done. That was the win right there.
Right.
I'll be like, man.
Exactly. Give me
Be
the
like, he left
tire
it all at the scale.
for real, literally. Yeah. No, but he's a great
I
fighter.
mean, Bivol, that's down the road. They're talking about Bivol. Like, Bivol whooped Canelo, though. I'm like, yeah, but that's it. Canelo can't fight at that weight class and be
Nah,
successful against a guy like that.
nah.
Like, yeah, but yeah, he did. I mean, Canelo wasn't gonna win that fight. He was
No.
out. He's outsized, and this is a guy that could step, move from side. He ain't gonna just stand still, but Canelo
Exactly.
don't have enough to disrupt him.
Exactly. Even besides the weight difference, Canelo doesn't he he's good at fighting people that stand there,
Yeah,
that are able to get hit, that allow you to hit them. But Bivol is not like that. Bivol moves around. Same thing with the other dude that he fought. What's his name? That I think he won. The Cuban dude. What's the Cuban guy's name? I don't even know. I forgot his name. Um, Lara. Laura, he
You
fought
talking
Laura.
about
I believe
Laura,
Laura won that
Erzlandi
fight.
Laura? Yeah,
Yeah, I believe
yeah.
Laura.
I had Laura winning by 1 point,
Yes, exactly. And what's
but
the?
with Canelo, you can't have it that close.
Oh no, they're gonna give it to him, and I understand why. He's the cash cow in boxing, so of course they're gonna give it to him. You
Oh
know.
no, this is for comedy purposes only. You talking about Javante Tank David?
Hey, hey, what's up? What's up, man? I want one. Hey, hey, what's? Hey, Tank can't see me, man. Tank, we not gonna be talk about the weight class. I just want to see him. We not talking about weight class. We'll do an exhibition with 6-ounce gloves. Me and Tank.
Yep. Oh man, they said beat Callum Smith's arms up. All you gotta do is beat Callum Smith. Yeah, Callum Smith is I mean, he's got a lot of publicity in his hometown because
Yeah.
his family box and everything, but I don't think Caleb Smith I think Bola would hurt him. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
yeah, yeah.
Caleb
And
Smith, yeah, I don't think he'll take that fire. They'll be too scared to take that fight. That's the thing about them. I don't think they would even take the fight. They'd be so
you know,
scared.
the thing is, a lot of these people are going to have to take this fight because of the publicity that's coming around me. They're going to want to, not have to. They're going to want to because it's going to be a payday for them. The same reason why a lot of them want to fight Canelo, even though they know that Canelo will beat them. They want that fight because it's a payday, and it's gonna
Right.
be the same way with me because I'm bringing a lot of energy and a lot of excitement to boxing. Boxing has been a little, it's been
Yeah,
sleeping,
it's up in the air.
slumber.
You got Jake Paul running running around putting on exhibitions, and I'm like, they just taking the money. So I'm
Exactly.
like, there's nobody to really stand up, because the real fighters like the Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford fight ain't took place. What is your think about that? Your thoughts about that?
So about it not taking place, or
Yeah, who you think gonna win the whole thing? Period.
well, that's a tough fight, and really, I can't tell you who's gonna win that fight. I have an idea. I think Terrence Crawford overall, he's a better boxer. I do believe that. But
Yeah, I
he's
do
gonna
too.
fight a perfect fight in order to beat Errol Spence. Um, Terrence Crawford is very gamey, which means to me that if you hit him hard and you hurt him, he's gonna come back even harder to you. So you got to be careful with doing that against Errol Spence because Errol Spence could knock you out. So you gotta both of them gotta fight a perfect fight. It might go to a draw, to be honest. It might go to a draw and they'll do another fight. But I don't. I think someone's getting stopped.
Me too.
Someone's getting stopped.
Yeah, yeah, that's you gave the
Someone has to
PC
get
answer,
stopped,
then you
man.
get to the real and look, man, somebody
Yeah,
gets stopped.
yeah. Somebody getting stopped. Somebody going. Yeah, it's just like that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I don't think that's going to
Type
the
fight.
cop.
Oh no, 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 no,
Yep,
no.
yeah, and he was like, Terrence is a good counter puncher. Yep,
Yeah,
I believe so.
very good counter puncher. That's what I meant by overall better boxer. His timing is impeccable. His last fight with that guy, that a little bit Evanescent, whatever his name is, not to disrespect his name, you could see a little different style in how he was fighting him. He was fighting him up close. He was using a shoulder roll a little bit more to his
Yep.
advantage. I saw a little bit growth in him, so I like that. I like that in Terrence.
Yeah, they say, are you a 100% vegan like Tim Bradley?
No, I am not 100% vegan. Eventually, though, I know veganism to be a great concept and great idea, and I will do it eventually later on in life. But right now, I'm eating meat. I'm chowing it down. I love my meat, man. Hey, hey, wait, pause. Hold on. Hold on. I love beef. Yeah.
Oh man. So is anything you want to say in closing before we get up out of here?
Well, I would love for the people to check out my Instagram at team_able, and able is spelled ABEL, team_able. You guys, please, please, please be on the lookout for me. I'm bringing excitement back to boxing, and I'm making things different. I'm doing things differently than everyone is doing and has been doing. 5 fights, or with only 4 fights, I was ranked number 4 in the U.S. with only 4 fights. Number 42, top in the world. A lot of people know only
Uh-oh, we're
about
starting to break up a little bit right at the end.
boxing. I'm only grown, only see growth.
All right, hold on. It was starting to
It's
break
still
up a
breaking
little
up.
bit. Okay, we back now. Yeah, we got you.
Okay, so like I was saying, what did you last hear?
You were saying that after you went through where you could find you on Instagram, you was talking about where you were going in the future and how they could find you, how you bring
Okay,
excitement.
okay, yeah. So like I was saying, I was ranked number 4 in the U.S. with only 4 fights. So the people that do the rankings, they understand what I bring to the table and how I'm coming, and they understand that what I'm doing right now is unprecedented. It hasn't been done, and no one's doing it right now. No one's taking risks. So I'm taking all the risk, but I'm being smart. I'm calculated. I'm very calculated in what I'm doing, but I'm taking a risk. You have to take risk. I'm a big. I try not to gamble because man, I'll be losing all my money. I went to Vegas, lost all my damn money. I'm still up in the roulette table, blackjack, man. They robbed me, man. But I'm a risk taker, but it's calculated. Not when it comes to that. So I'm not even doing that no more. Uh, no one's doing no one's doing that, and I'm willing to fight anyone. I'm willing to get better. I know I can get better. I said I'm at 35% of my capabilities when it comes to boxing. I'm still young. I'm a baby. I'm an infant in this boxing game, and I'm only going to learn. I'm only going to grow. So please follow me on my journey of growth in this boxing. And even me being this baby, being this infant, I still kick them grown ups, them people that are at the top that we think are at the top. No, they're
Yep.
not really at the top. The perception that they've created, and I'm going to break that perception. I'm going to show you reality. I'm here to bring reality. I'm space, baby. Let's take them to space.
All right, man. Thank you, Bola, for coming through, man. Tell your brother I said what's up, man. I want to see what's gonna happen with him, man. What is he up to now?
Oh, my brother actually he picked up boxing too, and you know my brother
Yeah,
he's cock diesel. He's swole as hell.
yeah, I
I'm
know.
not
I was like,
swole.
he was gonna be
Like
Mr.
I
Nigeria.
can't wait for him. For real, for real. But he picked up boxing too, and he's been doing it for 2 months, and he's had a crazy amount of exponential growth. So he's gonna do the Golden Gloves and whatnot. There's a possible
Okay.
show that we're going to be a part of called TCL. It's a new boxing show, kind of like the Contenders, but it's a whole different format, a whole different level of excitement that you guys should check out. And it's going to be from March to July of this year. So when that happens, check us out on there.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're gonna have you back on, man, so you can promote it and everything. We can bring it on here and we can check it out. Cause I used to love the Contender. I used to love that show. Like when Contender used to come on, I used to love those boxing shows.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
they put
Let
on
me
the
let me
event. They
quickly
had the fight,
explain.
they had the build up, and then they had the fights.
Yeah,
I
let me
love
quickly
that. Then you
explain
get
the
to see the
format of this.
development of the fighter.
Yeah. So this TCL league, the Team Combat League, it's a team concept of boxing. So you have 6 fighters, and there's 12 rounds in a session. You have 6 fighters, so each fighter fights 2 rounds. But there's 2 halves. There's the first half, and each fighter fights 1 round in the first half, and then they fight 1 round in the second half. So it goes first fighter, second fighter, third fighter, all the way to 12. And what that does is it keeps the excitement going. You don't have no time to figure out your opponent or to, work on them for 3 rounds or
Yeah,
anything.
yeah,
No,
that's
you
a
got to go
difficult
immediately.
situation. Right. In
Yeah,
two
you got to
rounds,
go
everybody got
immediately.
2 rounds. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
exactly.
I would be
Yeah,
mad as
you got
hell
to
if
go.
somebody
And
got the best of me 1 round and I couldn't go out in the next round. I'd be mad as hell. I'd be, oh, wait a minute.
yeah, yeah. So you gotta be on your A game. It's no headgear and professional size gloves. So for 175, it's gonna be 10-ounce gloves. So it's gonna be lit.
Yeah. Well, all right, man. But thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate it. Thanks, Tony, for setting it all up for me. And now we got each other contacts. So anytime it all go down, bro, we all here, man. And now you part of the family.
Yes,
You come
sir.
on over and talk. We can talk about any fight coming up. We'll come on here
Yes,
and do the whole
sir.
round table. It's pay-per-view, man. We bring you back on. We got my man K9 Boxing over in Detroit, the 2-time IBF champ. We're gonna get you on his show too. So
Okay.
yeah, we gonna get it in. All
Much
right,
much
man. Thank
appreciated,
y'all.
man.
Thank all the people that came
Casino
in
for
right here
life.
live.
Let's
Other
get
people are
it.
gonna be watching it after the live stream's over. But still, everybody who showed up in the live, thank y'all for showing up too. And we out. Peace.